Hey, I'm Robin from Featherly Guitars. I'm one half of the team. Here's my buddy Chris.
Hey.
He's the other half. He's actually the owner of the property that we're on right now. So this is the first of the series of Around the Shop with Robin. It's the going to show you how we're converting an old steel building into a guitar building shop where we're going to be doing some, as we hope, we're going to be some high-end guitars and basses. So getting ready to step into the shop, so come on in, take a look around with us. So we have an 18 by 24 steel building, and right now it's got some of Chris's stuff in here from when he moved in. But we're actually taking this half of the shop here and we're turning that into our workshop. Over here in this side, right here, we have our bandsaw. We got it actually at a really good price online, so we're real fortunate with that. And then the same thing with our joiner right here. And we're borrowing a planer from the pastor of my church. David, thank you very much. Those are the first tools we got. We also have a drill press over there and another sander there. Got another sander at my house that we're going to be bringing over. But this is the conversion. We're actually going to be taking out all of this shelving right here and all of this stuff over here. And that one, we're going to move that top part there over against the back wall there. And then that's going to become one of our main work surfaces. And then we're going to set up another bench over here on this side for the chop saw. And it'll be also just like a general purpose workbench. Those two boxes looking things right there are coming out and they're going to be moved over here onto this wall. So like I say, we got a lot to do in here. We need to also insulate, and currently we're working with one single 15 amp outlet, which is enough to do some of the small stuff we need to do, but eventually we're going to be upgrading the electrical in here. So as a kind of a bonus for the first episode, one of the things that we've been working on, trying to get everything up and operational, is our neck jigs. Prior to this, the only thing that I've done in the way of building necks has been straight Stratocaster type things. So we are actually we're going to be doing all of our guitar necks and bass necks are going to be 10-degree angle on the headstock. So we're doing scarf joints on them. So this guy right here is our neck angle jig. It's one of the neck angle jigs. This is the one that we use for gluing, and in here you can see that we've got a neck clamped up and it's drying right now, and I'm going to unclamp it for you and show you what the thing looks like. Before I do that, I want to show you the process that we're going to be doing for making guitars with angled headstocks on them. So this is our bandsaw right here. Let me flip the camera around. I got to figure out how to flip the camera around. Never mind, we won't flip the camera around. So this right here is the bandsaw, and on the table here is my jig. So what I do is I clamp in the neck stock right here, and it's on that 10-degree angle that I was talking about, and then this sits right on the rail, so I can push it through there, and that will allow me to cut the 10-degree angle on the neck that I need. So from that point, we come over here to another jig that we've got. And fair warning, we name everything in the shop. So this jig is our sanding jig. This is Apollo. You can see I actually designed it with clamp legs on it, so you can mount it on just about any table and clamp it down. But this is our neck sanding jig. So again, the same thing with this. You have find a flat surface here. Yeah, grab a chair. So again, how this works is you have a flat surface here that the neck clamps into, and then you have, this is on the 10-degree angle, and then this is just basically it's kind of like a drawer front sort of thing that has sandpaper on it. And you just run it back and forth across there to take off all the sand marks. If you've been on Facebook recently and you saw the picture of the electric sanding and acoustic sanding, that's the jig that I was working on right there, and I was actually sanding on the neck that we're getting ready to pull out of the glue jig here. So this is the third step right here. This is the glue jig, and this is made so that It's clamped in there, so you have the 10-degree angle here, but you have the flat surface right here, and everything clamps together and gives you a solid glue joint for the headstock. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to turn off the camera for a minute, and I'm going to unclamp this, pull it out, and show you the result that we've got. So I'll be back with you in a second. Okay, so I'm back, and I've got it unclamped. Now these guys right here, the toggle clamps, are basically, that's what I use to hold it in place. So I get everything nailed, put in there where it's supposed to be, and kind of nail it down with the toggle clamps here. And that gets it to the point to where I can clamp it and put the proper pressure on it to get it to where I need to be. So let's pop these guys loose. Stay. And here we have, now you notice that piece of the darker material in there. This is the wood itself, the shaft itself is actually made out of maple, hard maple. And then in the center here, I've got this little piece of, this is Bolivian rosewood. So once this is cut down to the shape and size that it's gonna be, that'll give it like a little highlighting strip. I like highlighting things with darker woods or lighter woods if I'm working with darker woods, just to give it kind of a little bit of extra bling. But this is the step up that we're doing from the norm, just to make things look a little bit nicer, because we're wanting to do some really high-end artisan looking stuff. And like I say, I love doing this kind of stuff. If you've seen any of the work before that I've done before, like the Doubleneck that is my personal guitar, you know I like doing that kind of stuff. So that's this. Now the next step is going to be to sand it, take this off and take this off right here. We have a table that we're working on called the Table of Truth, which is basically a stone table that's completely flat on top, and we can just put whatever we need on top of that, and it'll make sure that we have an absolutely flat surface. So this is going to be sanded on a Table of Truth, and that'll give us our flat surface on the front to begin with, and then moving on to all the shaping and other fun stuff with that, routing the front of it for the truss rods, etc. This will have a truss rod and 2 carbon fiber rods in it. This one is the 4-string neck. As soon as I'm done with this, I'm going to turn around and put the 8-string neck in there, and that's got a huge long headstock on it, so it's going to be real interesting. So before I sign off, I wanted to show you another part of what we're working on right now. We're building some amplifiers as well, and this is one of the head shells from the amps that we're working on. The amps are called the single malt amp, and this is walnut with flamed maple on either side of it, and these are going to be finished up with a real nice oil finish. We've got 2 of these. We've got one that is all flamed maple. It's right behind me. So this one is all flamed maple. Did box joints on that. These will be putting pictures up as soon as we finish them. The amplifiers themselves have already been finished for a while now. They've been sitting in my other shop at home. But we're going to put those all together, and there'll be some pictures popping up on them, so stand by, that's coming. Also, there will be more of these videos as we go. I don't know how often I'm going to produce them, but we will be doing the around the shop tours, just to show you how our progress is going, and then occasionally there will be a video of us building something, as that's what the whole intent of this is, to build stuff. And I'm also going to be doing another series of videos called Having a Beverage with Robin, featuring, and I've got some people that I highly respect in the music business that are going to be sitting down and having a beverage with me, whatever kind of beverage they want to drink. I'll probably be drinking Creo Brew or iced tea or something like that, but just a conversation with a musician that I know and respect. And that's going to be a fun series. So I'm hoping to have the first episode of that up online here fairly soon as well. So hope to see you more. Again, this is Robin from FA Amplification and Featherly Guitars. And that's Chris, my partner there. So we'll see you online. Take it easy.